repeat. So people should be able to hear me now, and now they should be able to hear you as well. And now they should be able to see us. You don't look frozen. Can you wave at the viewers? Not your head, with your hand. With your hand. Yes, that's right. Perfect. So you are not frozen. Welcome back, Sarah. How are you feeling today?
Hi, I feel good. Yeah,
You feel
maybe good,
good.
good.
Are you less nervous now? This is your second time on stream.
Mm. It's better than last time, but I'm a little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous. I don't think you have any reason to be nervous at all. I'm sure this is going to be a lovely, enjoyable stream, just like last time. Even though the topic is going to be slightly different. Last time we spoke about baking, which is one of your
hmm
passions.
hmm
Today we're talking about your job. I
Mm.
think you're passionate about your job as well.
Yes, I like my job,
Okay, but what do you like more, your job or baking?
baking.
Baking, obviously. It is more relaxing. There aren't as many numbers as in your job. Big hello from Magdalena. Magdalena, how's the weather in Mexico today? How's the weather in Italy, Sarah?
It's very hot, sunny, and very hot.
Sunny and very hot. So that is what you would expect from Italy.
Mm.
What was the temperature? Do you know?
Now 28.
Now 28. And during the day, do you know the peak, the maximum?
I think 33, 34.
33, 34. And did you turn on your air conditioning?
Yes, still now.
Yes, if you guys didn't know, Sarah is not a fan of air conditioning for some
Mm.
reason. She waits for temperatures to reach 40 and then she turns it on. It's her approach. I think she is a big fighter for the global uh greenhouse greenhouse gas emissions. She doesn't want to increase it, so she wants to protect the environment. And we should write big W's in the chat for that. But let's move on to our today's topic. Sarah, I'm going to share the screen with you now. You should
Mhm.
be able to see it, and then I have to make sure you are not frozen, so I need to do this. Can you see my screen?
No, it's all black. Okay,
Now
now.
you can see it, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So, what can you see in this picture?
I can see three men
Mm-hmm.
who are likely in a office
Mm-hmm.
and are analyzing the performance data
That's
or
right.
something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And two of them are seated,
Mm-hmm. Are seated. Uh-huh.
seated, and
Mm-hmm.
are staring the screen
Mm-hmm. Staring at.
at the screen
Mm-hmm.
at or at a specific point
Mm-hmm.
of the screen
Why do you
uh,
think it is a specific point?
because I know this type of graphic.
Uh-huh. Of graph. Uh-huh.
Yes, and mm, mm,
Probably.
likely they
Uh-huh.
are analyzing a specific point because when
Exactly.
the gray yes when the line
Changes.
is
Mm-hmm.
changes
Mm-hmm.
is the point that are that
That
you
something
you have to pay
happens.
attention. Yes.
Exactly. Something happened there. You have to focus on it. So that's why this man is pointing at it. Do
Yes.
you know the names of such occurrences? For example, when the line suddenly goes up, when something suddenly, sharply increases, what do we call it?
I don't know the specific name.
When something goes up, increases exponentially, we could say that it is surging. For example, surge. So
Oh,
a sharp increase. And what about the opposite? On the graph, we can also see some sharp declines. So what would we call that? A sharp decrease.
I have no idea.
A sharp decrease could be a plunge.
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 Mm,
That's
okay.
right. So, or we could also
Okay.
say plummeting. So when we say the prices are plummeting, they are going down. That's a surge and a plunge. We can see both on the graph. Anything else worth mentioning? Maybe in the background or regarding the three men?
Mm, I don't know. In the background, there
Mm-hmm.
are shelf,
Uh,
bookshelves,
shelves. Shelves.
shelves
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. We can see them on the right. Absolutely. What about the
with
walls?
a. I can see some post-it
Mm-hmm.
and board, not
Mm-hmm.
board.
Mm-hmm. A note board, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
notes on the board. So it looks like perhaps a financial institution. I think people in the finance world have offices like these. A lot of graphs, a lot of data, not very aesthetic, in my opinion.
Maybe, maybe.
How does this compare to your office?
Mm, no, we work in open space,
Mm-hmm.
or only the top management has
Mm-hmm.
the specific room, but
Mm-hmm.
is not like this. Is more elegant and
All right.
representative.
Okay, presentable, more presentable, right?
Yes.
For others who come, yes, presentable. Presentable. It means that when others come, it's going to leave a good impression. Not like this. If you have post it notes or sticky notes on your walls, it is not very presentable. I agree with that. Anything else you can tell us about this picture, Sarah?
No, I
Mm-hmm.
think anything else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Understood. Bullish and bearish tendencies. We have people from the financial department. They can tell us about those increases and decreases. Hello, everyone. Motivation videos. I think we need some motivation videos, all of us. Do you ever watch any motivational videos, Sarah?
Yes, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Do you have any influencers, content creators in particular you follow?
No,
No, so it just whoever appears
random. Yes.
as a recommendation. Got it. We have two people and their confessions. Let's start with Miguel on the left. When you're ready, you can start reading.
Okay. I was excited to get this job, but I wasn't prepared to feel this lost.
Mm-hmm.
The company structure feels too complicated for
Mm-hmm.
me to understand. I'm nervous to ask basic questions because I don't want people to think I'm not ready for the
Mm-hmm. For the
in
role.
role.
Mm-hmm.
Role. In meetings, I avoid speaking before I've written everything down, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that just makes me look even more unsure.
Mm-hmm.
I know they hired me to learn and grow, but some days I feel too overwhelmed
Too
to speak up,
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
to speak up without worrying about sounding clueless.
What is clueless?
When you are not ready for something, not
Mm-hmm.
prepared.
So clue is an idea. So when you say you are
Um,
clueless, you have no idea what's going on.
okay.
So having no idea about what's happening. So when you go to a meeting and everybody speaks Russian, you're likely to feel clueless there. What about the other words? Do you have any questions for me, Sarah? Also, folks in the chat, if you have any questions, but only folks on YouTube, if you have any questions, let us know. Sarah,
No, no,
nothing here.
no.
Okay, I don't have anything either. Did you have similar problems when you started your first job? Did you feel like you weren't ready for it?
Yes, sometimes at
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, but the HR department always said me to ask for everything. There
Mm-hmm.
aren't no no banal questions,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
but
that's right.
all the questions are accepted.
Mm-hmm. Accepted, absolutely. So every question is valid, and it's better to ask than to feel sorry later for not doing something right. Said me, you said that. Is it correct? The
Said
said,
no.
that's right. Said blah blah blah, said something, or said to me. That's right. Or
Okay.
told me. Excellent. Let's read Peter's part.
Peter, I used to feel useful at work, but now every new app or system feels designed to confuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the days when a phone call was enough to solve a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and people didn't accept you to learn five new platforms
Not
just
accept. This is accept. Accept. But the other one is
ex.
like
Uh, I don't know.
expect.
Expect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Expect.
So, and people didn't expect
Mm-hmm.
you to learn five new platforms just to do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Younger colleagues pick it up in minutes while I avoid asking for help because I'm too embarrassed embarrassed to
Mm-hmm.
admit.
Good, good. So Sarah struggled in the past with the EDs at the end of words, but now it's so much better. Embarrassed.
Yes, to admit I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Losing my job at this age would an absolute disaster, but I
Mm-hmm.
can change who I am overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And I made
Peter.
a typo. Would be. I made a mistake. Should be a verb. Sorry for forgetting that while typing. So this age would be an absolute disaster. Okay, that's the Peter's part. Any questions about the vocabulary here?
No,
No questions. All right.
no.
Do I have any questions for you? Younger colleagues pick it up in minutes. What do they
Mhm.
do?
Means that younger colleagues are able to manage this new
Mm-hmm.
platform and app
Mm-hmm. They understand
can
it.
learn quickly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect. They can learn quickly. Bravo, Sarah. Hello, Sarah and everyone. Hello, Jada. Hello, Lazar. And Magdalena says, beautiful, Sarah.
Hello.
So,
Thank you.
once again, everybody is praising you. So
Thank
far,
you.
so good. You can feel confident, Sarah. So, speaking of the two experiences, you told us that you did have some initial anxiety when you started your first job. What about the new trends? How is AI for you? Do you feel like it is complicated? Are you afraid of it, or do you use it in your everyday tasks?
No, I think that is very useful
Mm-hmm. It's very
for
useful.
it's very useful,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not afraid of
Afraid of.
too
Mm-hmm.
afraid of
Mm-hmm.
AI in general, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to be able to manage what we can do with AI.
Mm-hmm.
So in my company, for instance, we have study
Mhm.
how can apply AI in
Mhm. How to apply.
to apply AI for basic
Basic
activities.
activities. Yes, excellent. That's the
Yeah.
self-correction we need. Good job. And
Yes,
what
but
what are those basic activities? Can you give us an example?
for example, for prepare some
Mhm.
presentation or
Mhm.
reporting
Or
for
reports. Uh-huh.
report the
Mhm.
document for report to the top management,
Mhm. Understood.
something like this.
So it should save you the time you would otherwise
Yes,
spend just typing documents, typing out
yes.
documents. Understood. So would you say that it has delivered on the expectations? Was AI able to do that for you?
For me, yes, because as I said, is only for basic activities now
Mm-hmm.
in my company. And we have also a lot of constraints, so we
Mm-hmm.
can open to everyone for everything. And yes, for basic activities is useful.
It is useful, but for something more than that, you still
No.
need human input. Absolutely.
Yes,
You said for prepare, is that correct?
to prepare.
That's right, to prepare. So, to prepare as an explanation why AI is being used. Great job, folks in the chat. If you have any questions for me, Sarah, or the material, make sure you ask. But if not, we can move on to the next slide and understand why some of the expressions were colored red. And the reason for that is our today's grammar focus, which is gerunds and infinitives. This is a very broad topic. It is not something that you can learn in one lesson. I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but you won't completely understand that following this. However, I think this will help you have at least a slightly better understanding and help you memorize some tricks and rules that will perhaps remove some doubts as to whether it should be ing gerund or a to infinitive following another word. So, Sarah, when you're ready, please read number one.
Yes, use gerund
Mm-hmm.
after prepositions.
Mm-hmm.
Always use gerund after prepositions such as in, on, at, for, about, and without.
Mm-hmm.
She is interested in learning Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
He left without saying goodbye.
That's right. Without is another example of a preposition that connects the two words, and you can't say he left without to say goodbye. That would not work. Likewise, interested in to learn Spanish, I think it's obviously wrong. You can tell by the sound of it. Are you interested in learning Spanish, Sarah?
Um, yes, why not? I don't have the time. But maybe
You
a
have
good
Magdalena.
language.
Magdalena might be able to
Magda-
help with that.
yeah,
Absolutely. Are there any other languages you'd be interested in learning?
no, except English.
Okay, so you will stay at English. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's
Mm.
move on to the second one.
As the subject of a sentence, a
Hmm.
gerund is very common when the activity itself is the subject.
Hmm.
Swimming is great exercise. Learning English takes time.
It's very true. The second sentence is something you all should keep in mind. Rome wasn't built overnight, and neither will your English, so it has to take a while to master the skill like any other. But coming back to the topic of the use of gerunds, when the word is the subject, it is going to be with an ing. We will very rarely see infinitives at the start of the sentence. There will be two options, either for emphasis or in the way of being very poetic. We will see that later on the right. I believe you like swimming, Sarah. You do
Yes.
that twice a week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. And what would you say that swimming is more fun than learning English?
Yes.
Really? That's the wrong answer. It's impossible. I'm sure that learning English,
No, no,
especially with me as a teacher, is much
yes,
more
it's
fun.
true, it's true. Yes, yes. No, I like both of them.
Yeah, both are enjoyable and both help you in different ways. Let's move on to the final one.
After certain verbs,
Mhm.
enjoy, avoid, consider, mind, finish, suggest.
Mhm.
I enjoy reading before bed.
And this is the tricky category. So the previous two were universal, they're always true. For example, using gerunds after prepositions, it is a rare rule that is almost, well, not almost, it is always universally true. There are no exceptions. So that's something you should definitely keep in mind. The same goes for gerunds. If they are the subject, it's going to be a gerund form. However, when it comes to certain verbs, yes, sure, enjoy is a good example of a verb that is always followed by a gerund, but there will be many other verbs that go with both verbs that can be followed by either infinitive or gerund. Some of them won't change in meaning, some of them will have a completely different meaning based on whether you use gerund or infinitive. So, like I said, it's a broad topic that we can't cover in just one lesson, but it is useful. Do you enjoy reading before bed, Sarah?
No,
No.
I like reading, but I have no time. When I go to bed,
Mhm.
I sleep immediately.
Understood. You are so tired, you just fall asleep immediately. Got it. Maybe because of your swimming. It makes you
Maybe,
exhausted. All right, let's move on to number two.
maybe, or because my sons, I don't know.
More likely.
Yes,
Both are physically demanding. Both are physically demanding. Move on
yes.
to number two.
Use an infinitive.
Mm-hmm.
After adjectives, it
Mm-hmm.
is difficult to learn a new language.
Mm-hmm.
She was happy to help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To show purpose or reason, I come here to study. He opened the app to check his homework.
Mm-hmm.
After certain verbs,
Mm-hmm.
verbs
Yes.
want, need, decide, plan, hope, promise. We decide to leave here early.
Uh-huh. One more time. We.
Decide,
Ah,
decided,
that's right, because it's a D. If there is a D or a T, we're going to have an additional vowel at the end. Decided.
decided to
Mm-hmm.
leave early.
Mm-hmm.
As the subject of a sentence, an infinitive can also be the subject, but this is usually more formal or abstract.
Mm-hmm.
To travel alone can be scary. To learn a language well requires patience,
Patience.
patience.
Yes. Do
Uh,
you understand the word patience?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a lot of patience?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but
No, but
just
I,
enough.
yes, just enough.
Got it. And like I said previously, this is something that we don't see in everyday conversations. Native speakers are much more likely to say it is. So they will use the dummy it. They will say it is scary to travel alone. It is scary to travel alone. So this is a much more common form of a sentence, but Sometimes we are taught that gerunds are the only possible verbs that function as the subject. It isn't completely correct. You will occasionally see infinitives being used as well. Any questions about this, Sarah, or folks in the chat?
No, no questions.
So far, so good. Move on to number 3.
When one verb follows another,
Mhm.
gerund patterns,
Patterns. Uh-huh.
enjoy, avoid, consider, mind, finish, suggest.
Mhm.
She suggested,
Mhm.
taking a break.
Mhm. Break.
In break.
Mhm.
Infinitive patterns,
Mhm.
want, need, decide, plan, hope, promise.
Mhm.
They hope to pass the exam.
Mhm.
In many cases, the main verb decides the form that follows.
Exactly. So it's the main verb that will
Mhm.
determine what to use. And speaking of determining what to use, this is an important note.
Sometimes both are possible. Stop smoking, quit the habit, stop to smoke, stop in order to smoke.
Yes. How do you understand this, Sarah? Can you visualize the two expressions for us? When you hear stop to smoke, what appears in your head? Which picture? Which situation?
Someone
Mhm.
who stops smoking.
Oh, stop smoking.
Yes,
Stop smoking is different from stop to smoke. So
yes.
if I say, imagine a man who
Mm,
stopped to smoke, is it a man who just quit smoking, who threw away all his cigarettes?
mm. Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a
Stop smoking is forever.
stop smoking is,
Someone
yes,
who
quit
never.
the
Mm,
habit. But stop to smoke is I am in my car, I'm driving, and I
mhm,
am a smoker. So I don't want to smoke inside my car because of the bad smell, but I am addicted to nicotine. So I need to stop somewhere, maybe at a gas station, to smoke, to light a cigarette and smoke. So that is the difference. If I say, or if you hear stop smoking, somebody has stopped smoking, they have quit, they are no longer using cigarettes. But if somebody stops to smoke, they are stopping their previous action in order to start smoking to light the cigarette.
mhm. Okay.
You understand the difference?
Yes.
Perfect. What about the second one?
Remember locking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Remember a past action.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to lock the door. Do not forget a future action.
That's right. So if I ask you, do you remember locking the door? I'm asking, do you remember this event? Do you remember this happening?
Mhm.
And
Okay.
remember, to lock the door is a future action. So I'm reminding you not to forget to do it in the future. That is the key difference. So those are some examples that change the meaning. There are others like, I like, uh, for example, I like, or for example, I love pizza, or not pizza. It's always my head is always about pizza. I'm a big fan of that dish. But I love baking pizza and I love to bake pizza. They are absolutely the same. So there is no difference whichever you're going to choose here.
Mm.
So that is the tricky part. I'm sorry guys, but English is often a bit complicated. Do you have any questions about this, Sarah?
No, it's important to try again and a lot
Absolutely.
for memorize. Yes.
For memorize?
To memorize or for
Bingo.
memorizing.
That's right. But better to memorize.
To memorize.
Memorize, exactly. Because it is the reason. You are just explaining why to do something. Excellent. Let's practice. Let's see how much we were able to memorize. Fill in the blanks. Gerunds or infinitives.
Our manager encouraged the team
Encouraged.
encouraged the team
Mm-hmm.
to share
Mm-hmm.
their ideas during the meeting because
Mm-hmm.
is the reason,
Mm-hmm. The purpose, yes.
the purpose. Okay. He plans a leadership workshop next month
Mm-hmm.
to attend.
Bingo. Because again, it's his purpose, his plan. Plan is one of the verbs that is
Mm,
generally followed by an infinitive. Attend. Also, the pronunciation of this word, it's not mouth, it's month. Month.
month.
So it's a short a, and then the rest is the same as written month. Have you
Month.
attended any leadership workshops?
Not properly
Mm-hmm.
leadership, but some workshops,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm. And do you enjoy them?
Uh, Not so much, but is part of work.
It's a part of what you do. And what do you usually do when you go to workshops? I mean, I'm a freelancer. I don't
Mm.
have any opportunity to attend workshops, especially work sponsored workshops. So tell us more about what they look like.
But it depends by the topic
Depends on.
on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
There are formative part,
Mm-hmm.
learning part, and after a work group
Oh, so what is the
about
formative part? What do you do?
there are the teacher
The
that show you
teachers. Uh-huh.
the yes the rules or
Uh-huh.
the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And after there are more practical part when
Mm-hmm.
you put in act
Mm-hmm.
what have you studying
Mm-hmm.
before,
Mm-hmm. Got it.
something like this.
Mm-hmm. Got it. So you have to apply the knowledge that you have acquired. Is there any part where you do the networking?
Yes, there are usually two
To breaks?
breaks
Mm-hmm.
that are called networking break.
Uh-huh. Networking breaks. So you can
Yes.
enjoy talking to others. Is it your favorite part or your least favorite part?
No, it's my least favorite part
Oh my God. So
because
you.
I'm a little shy. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like to speak with people when you haven't nothing to ask or
Mm-hmm.
to
When,
say.
when, when you have nothing, you have nothing.
Have nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, to ask or say. And now you are here speaking in front of 10 people watching us. How does it
Yeah,
feel?
I'm
Amazing,
nervous.
right? No,
No, no.
no, no.
Yes. No,
There is
I'm
no reason to be nervous. And we have
no.
WW's more confident. Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Sarah is more and more confident, and it's going to grow in the future. So, overall, I think I'm not missing out on a lot by not going to workshops. Is it fair to say?
I don't know.
I mean, for
I,
me, because I'm not going there, it's not a
mm,
huge miss, not a huge shame.
I don't know. It depends. For
Depends on
for
what.
you,
Uh huh.
it can be enjoyable.
Enjoyable. Uh huh. Enjoyable.
Yes.
Maybe, but who knows? It depends on the topic, it depends on the people. that is really the outcome that it depends on. You are doing great, Sarah. Absolutely. You see,
Thank you.
a lot of support from all the viewers watching. Just a small correction: after and later. You said what happens after. After needs to be followed by the adverb of time. So like after tomorrow or after the
Ah,
break.
okay.
hmm So we need after plus time, and later is the time itself. So what happens later? Nothing needs to follow it. Is that clear?
Okay.
Perfect. Let's move on to number 3.
We look forward to work.
Aha! Be
Working.
careful.
Working
Yes. hmm
with international clients.
This is a tricky one because this to reminds
Mm.
you of the infinitive, but in
Yes.
this case, to works as a preposition. What are we looking forward? We are looking forward to. So it has the same function as on in the phrase depends on. So
Okay.
looking forward to, and like we said, if there is a preposition, there needs to be a gerund. So people are often confused by this, but we are looking forward to, or we look forward to working, seeing, watching, playing, whatever. Number 4.
It's important to meet deadlines in our
Mhm.
line of work.
That's right. To meet deadlines. It is a good expression to remember. We always
Mm.
meet deadlines. It doesn't make much sense when you translate into your native language. At
Yes.
least it doesn't in mine. But yes, we meet deadlines. We also meet expectations. Number 5.
They decided
Mm-hmm.
this,
Good,
uh,
good.
to
Uh-huh.
launch the new
Mm-hmm.
product in
Mm-hmm.
spring.
That's right, to lunch, not to be confused with lunch. Lunch is that meal you have at around 4 p.m., 3 p.m. When do you have lunch, Sarah?
Um,
At
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay, so
Mm.
it's an early lunch, I'd say. Mine is probably around, uh, it depends. I don't even have a lunch. I have 2 meals nowadays.
Mm.
How many meals do you have?
5.
5 meals.
Yes.
Wow.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and two
Two
snack.
snacks.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. But I didn't really count snacks into my daily diet. I'd say then I could have 3 meals. So something that is a brunch, a snack, and then a dinner. What about the folks in the chat? Magdalena, Lazar, Jada, Enjoy. I believe that's how I pronounce your name. Do you guys have 3 meals or 5 meals? Maybe 2 only? Let us know. Number 6, Sarah?
I enjoy solving.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy is the one word. Okay.
That's right.
Enjoy solving problems and finding
Creative,
creative,
creative, creative.
creative solutions.
Yes, don't correct yourself. I will correct you. If I'm not saying anything, it's a good sign. Uh,
I can see you.
well, I mean, I will say something. I will
Ah,
say
okay.
something if there is a problem. All right. That's all for this slide. Do you have any questions, Sarah?
No.
Magdalena says 5 meals like Sarah. I don't know. It's a lot of time to eat. So how do you space out your meals? When is your breakfast? When is your lunch? You said lunch is at 1.
Yes, breakfast at 7
Okay.
and dinner maybe 8.
At 8. All right. And where
Yes.
are those 2 snacks?
Between breakfast and lunch and lunch and dinner.
And what do you
I
have for snacks?
Ehm, fruit,
Fruit? Uh-huh.
yogurt,
Okay.
protein bar.
Oh, wow. So you are really into the healthy lifestyle.
I try.
You are doing your best. Excellent. Enjoy says, I have 3 meals a day and sometimes an extra snack. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What do you have as a snack? That's a big question. If it is some Greek yogurt with fruit, like Sarah has, then you're doing great. But if it's a bag of chips or a Snickers bar, it might not be as good. Okay, let's move on to the final slide. Sarah, we have some questions for you and your work. So, how would you explain your job to someone who has never heard of venture capital? And sorry, before you answer, Milan has joined and he said, let's go. So, he is very
Oh,
happy
thank you, Milan.
with your
I know that
daily.
Milan approve.
He
Is Milan
approves.
approved?
Yeah, yeah. It's Milan Muscle approved, absolutely. So he knows that it is right what you are doing. But do you count the calories, Sarah?
Now, yes, because I'm on diet.
Mm,
Usually not.
okay. And how has the experience been for you? How hard is it counting calories?
At the beginning it was hard because
Mm-hmm.
I like to change to try different meals
Mm-hmm.
and I have to follow the right
Mm-hmm.
prescription.
Yes.
But now it's okay.
You have gotten used to it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I've still haven't started counting calories. If
Mm.
that day ever comes, it will be a world wonder. It's not something that I am keen on doing, but never say never. All right, one more time. How would you explain your job to someone who has never heard of venture capital?
Eh, it's not so simple. Venture capital is a type of investment,
Mm-hmm.
a category of investment
Mm-hmm.
in startup
Mm-hmm.
and early stage company,
Mm-hmm. So startups, early stage
startups
companies.
and
If
early
it's
stage.
countable, use the plural form when talking about general things. So startups and
Okay.
early stage companies.
Yes, so the investors give
Mm-hmm.
money
Mm-hmm.
to this startup and these
These
com
startups.
startups
Mm-hmm.
that are that has
That
uh,
plural.
have
Mm-hmm.
plural that have high growth potential,
Mm-hmm.
and in exchange they receive a share of business.
Absolutely. So they are not doing it for charity. They
No,
know why they're investing.
no,
Yeah.
it's a very risky business
Mm-hmm.
because most startups
Mm-hmm.
fail.
Do they? I don't know about the statistics. Can you share that with us, or is it confidential?
No, no, we say it's not so. Maybe I can say that on 10 startups,
Hmm.
6 failed,
Okay, so it is.
3 survive, and 1 becomes successful.
Okay, so basically,
Yes,
1 in 10 will truly fulfill the potential and achieve that level investors are hoping for.
yes. And this is the reason
Banks. Hmm.
banks don't give
Hmm.
this land.
Hmm. There's loans.
So
Loans.
these
Uh-huh.
loans,
Hmm.
so the investors appears
Hmm.
And in my case, the main investor of my job is the Italian government.
Okay, so even a public office, a public entity
Yes,
like the government can invest in startups.
yes.
Amazing. I didn't know that. I thought it was strictly for private entities.
No, no. In my case, we are the government venture capital company.
Hmm.
So the main part is by Italian government, and
Hmm.
the other part from private.
Hmm.
But
Private
the
entities.
yes,
But the
but
majority.
only
Hmm.
yes is the government.
Amazing. Okay, I
Yes, it's
learned
a
something
type
new
of
today.
it's a type of investment like other.
Hmm.
So in finance, the first rule is that you have to I don't know the English, the diversify
Diversify,
your
yes, diversify
yes
your
your
portfolio. Yes,
yes.
we always hear that. Diversify your portfolio. Okay.
So it's the same for the public money, and is
Yeah,
the same for the venture capital in this
understood. So
case.
everybody's trying to diversify their portfolios. Understood. And speaking of the startups, how do I apply? Where do I sign up to get an investment, Because is there any risk for the startups if they fail
Mhm.
and the money is never returned to the investors? Do they
Yes.
have any obligations, any debt, or is it
No.
just game over?
Yes, because when the investors give money,
Hmm. A
become
shareholder.
the uh, I can remember is
Shareholder, right? They own the shares,
yes,
or
is yeah. So
hmm
the a part of startups
hmm
is
is theirs.
yours.
Yes, so they're
Yes.
shareholders. Yes. Hmm.
So if you buy something that
Hmm.
is not good,
Hmm.
no one give you
Hmm.
money for rent.
Yes, nobody's gonna give you money for rent. That is the sad reality of starting a startup. Okay, so back to my first question, where do I sign up? How do I get an investment in Marco Lingo? I believe
No,
this could be very prosperous.
you have to open office in Italy.
Okay, it's possible. I have a connection, right? Guys,
Yes.
W's in the chat for Sarah, and she will help me open an office in Italy. There we go. Or
So
Mauro.
gi
Mauro could help me. We could do it
mm,
in Lecce. It doesn't have to be Rome. We could do it in
yes.
Lecce too. I'm sure the taxes are lower there.
Yes, we can invest in foreign startups,
Hmm.
but they have to open an office in Italy.
Okay, so let's say I open an office there. Is there a good chance I will be invested in?
Yes, why not? We can
Okay.
try.
We can try to secure some capital. Why not? But I will be a tough negotiator, I will offer them 10% of my company and maybe, just a little bit of revenue, maybe 2% from each subscription. I'm sure that they will be unhappy, but in the end, they will have to accept because who wouldn't want to be part of this story? Okay, enough of daydreaming. Let's move on to the second question. What is the most common misunderstanding people have about your job? So, if somebody knows something
Hmm.
about venture capital, what is something they usually get wrong?
Well, I think that people can't realize how risky it is,
Hmm.
because they are lack in failure culture.
They are what? They are lacked in failure.
Lacked,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and failure is seen like something
Seen as.
terrible,
Mm-hmm.
as something terrible, but
Mm-hmm.
in venture capital is good thing,
Mm-hmm.
because having past failures
Mm-hmm.
on your own is actually considered a way to correct your
Mistakes.
mistakes.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Like you
So
did
yeah.
now, you corrected your mistake through
Yes.
experience. So the same goes for
Yes.
startups, but obviously, or investors, but there is more money on the line.
Yes.
There is
In
more money.
America, for example, they don't have this bias.
Mm-hmm.
This bias is more common, the failure culture.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur in America. So here in Europe, our culture is slightly different. We are still more
Mm.
likely to go work at a company for a monthly salary and enjoy that security, even though we could have potentially achieved more, albeit with a certain degree of risk. Have you ever felt that you had to prove your competence more than a male colleague? And that's something that I can tie to the previous question. A misunderstanding, a potential misunderstanding I had was that venture capital was 90% male dominated. I felt like there were very few women in the business. Is that true or not?
Yes, not so so high
Mm-hmm.
the value,
Mm-hmm.
but is true. But it's not for venture capital, is
Mm-hmm.
in general for the financial
Mm-hmm.
world, I think.
So, speaking of that, did you have to prove yourself more than a male colleague?
Yes, of course. Yes, but I really think that is not is I
It's
can say
mhm,
it's a general issue, is
mhm,
our culture.
mhm.
And
It's our culture.
yes, it was worse in the past,
Mhm,
but even now, if I go out for lunch with
mhm,
my male colleagues,
mhm,
the mater calls doctor, engineer,
mhm,
the male colleagues in for respect.
mhm,
And when he or she has to call me, she
mhm.
say miss.
Uh-huh. So
Why?
exactly. Why is it necessary?
I miss. And the male colleagues are doctor, are engineer.
Right.
I'm
So they
also an
use their
engineer.
titles, but in your case, it is just based on your
Yes,
gender. Okay.
because in their mind
Mhm.
is usually to see a woman like and not at the same
Level.
level.
That's right. Not in the same level as their male counterparts. I
Yes.
understand. I mean, as a man, I unfortunately haven't experienced similar sort of discrimination, but I do work in an industry where men are slightly discriminated against. I can confirm that from firsthand experience. Back when I started teaching in 2018, uh, perhaps a year later, my friends at high school realized I was starting to earn decent pocket money. So they wanted to start teaching as well. And I managed to get two of them into the company where I was working at the time. One of them was male, the other one was female. And guess who had a lot of classes and who failed to get enough work? Obviously, the girl had much more classes. And the reason was she was beautiful, and all the male students wanted to talk to her and have a class with her. So I would say that online teaching is one of the industries, or perhaps even education as a whole, is slightly more favorable towards women. I don't know if
Mm.
you would agree with me, Sarah, but that is my opinion. Now,
No,
obviously,
I think that you in this story you just give the answer because the
mhm.
male students
So the
choose
men are the
women
problem.
teacher. Yes.
Okay,
So the
maybe.
point is this. It's
Okay.
always the same.
It's
The
always
same issue.
men. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
No, but I have to say that in my case, I'm
Mhm,
very lucky because I have a male boss that
mhm,
trusts in women.
mhm,
His team is composed
mhm.
only by women,
Composed of women.
of women.
Mhm,
We are 7 of us, and he is the
mhm,
only male
mhm,
component in
mhm,
the team,
mhm.
and he is a very good man.
Understood. So W's for Sarah's boss.
Yes.
Big W's for Sarah's boss, guys. We are 7 of us. Incorrect. There are 7 of
Ah, they
us.
there are.
We don't usually
Okay.
use we are to talk about the number in a group. So when you want to
Mm.
express the number of people, you will use there are. Or there is if it's a single person. So there are 11 people watching us right now. Not we are, for example, 11 people watching and the two of us, 13. So it's not going to be we are 13 right now, but rather there are 13 people right now. That is the difference. Yes, big W's for Sarah's boss. Let's move on to the next one. Is work life balance valued enough in Italy?
Uh, I don't know. It depends on when you work
Mm-hmm.
by the on the company,
Mm-hmm. So many
but
factors.
yes, I think it in general is not valued enough, but not for women, but for
Mm-hmm.
especially for
For moms,
moms,
mothers. Mm-hmm.
mothers. And for example, in Italy, we have a problem for childcare
Mm-hmm. A problem
because
with
with
childcare. Mm-hmm.
childcare,
Mm-hmm.
because if a mom works, they have to pay a lot
Mm-hmm.
or to solve the problem by
Mm-hmm.
herself
Mm-hmm.
to leave the child for go to work,
Understood.
and this is a problem. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, statistics show that one on five,
Mm-hmm. One in
uh,
five. Mm-hmm.
in five,
Mm-hmm.
women leaves the job after
Mm-hmm.
they has the first child,
Mm-hmm. They have the first
have the
child.
first child.
Understood. Terrible. I mean, I'm so sorry to hear that as a man. I do believe mothers in particular deserve a much better treatment because we are all talking about falling fertility rates and a problem
Mm,
of decreasing
yes.
population, yet nobody has thought of giving working mothers more rights and more benefits. It is really terrible. So I really do hope we see an improvement in the future. Two small corrections. Sarah, this word is pronounced one more time.
Statistics,
Uh, difficult one.
so
Yeah.
statistics,
Sta,
statistics.
tis, ticks.
Okay, statistics,
That's right.
statistics. Okay.
There we go. Not so hard, not so hard when you see it in front of you. Well done. And what is the difference between a problem for and a problem with? Both of them are correct, but they don't mean the same thing. You said we have a problem for maternal leave or rights, something like that.
Childcare,
Child
yes.
care, yes.
Mhm.
But it wasn't right. It was a problem with. So what is the difference?
I don't know.
A problem for is
Mm?
followed by who has the problem. So a problem for plus who has the problem. So a lack of child care is a problem for working mothers. So who
Okay.
suffers the problem? Yes, who has the problem, comma, who suffers. That is the problem for. So if my mic is muted like it was last night, it is a problem for the viewers, but also a problem for me. A problem with, how would you define it, Sarah? What comes after it?
With audio,
Yes,
microphone. I don't know
exactly. In
the
this
type of.
context, yes, in this case, it is what the problem is. So plus what the problem is. So the issue. So when you say a problem with audio, a problem with children, she has a problem with her children, it means her children are giving her trouble. That is the difference. So you have a problem with childcare, and it is a problem for mothers. Is that clear?
Yes.
Could you make a sentence with a problem for?
A problem for my.
Make a full sentence. Subject.
I have a problem for my grandmother.
But I have a problem for your grandmother. If you have a problem for your grandmother,
No,
doesn't really.
I want to say another word, but I can't remember.
But
My grandmother healthcare or
uh-huh.
something like this. My grandmother
But
nurse.
yes, but again, it will be a problem with. You have that issue, so it is a problem for you. For needs to be followed by who has the problem. So a bad nurse, let's say like that, is a problem for your grandmother. So your
Okay.
grandmother is the one who
Okay.
suffers. And your grandmother has a problem with the bad nurse.
Okay.
One more time, a problem for.
I
Take your
don't know.
time. Take your time.
A problem for my friend has a problem for
No, not good.
no.
So we have to explain it because this is a problem for me as a teacher. I need to solve it. So you shouldn't use.
No, I have to try. So if I want to say my friend has a problem with his boyfriend.
That's right. My
Is
friend has
with.
a problem. Yes, a problem.
Okay. I have to
Problem
transform in a problem for.
His boyfriend.
His
Okay.
boyfriend has a problem for.
I mean, his boyfriend.
His relationship.
Okay, his boyfriend is a problem for their relationship. Yes. Is that clear?
Yes.
So that is the difference. What is the problem for who suffers the issue? And my friend has a problem with his boyfriend. His boyfriend is the issue in this case. Excellent job, Sarah. Migration is a problem for countries. Yes, it is for some countries, one way or another. Some have problems with immigration, others have problems with people leaving the country. So, what kind of immigration, or pardon, what kind of migration does Italy struggle with, Sarah? Do you have a problem with too many people coming or too many people leaving?
We have both of them.
Both of them.
But politician says
Say.
said say that we have a problem with Africans.
The illegal immigrants.
Yes,
Got it. So
that
that's
come with boats
yes, that is something
by
really
the sea.
tragic.
Yes.
I've seen those videos. Really terrible. It's a problem for humanity, really. A problem for humanity. The final question, if you could spend one day doing another job in the company, which role would you choose?
In the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to spend one day in internal audit.
You want to punish the bad guys.
Yes, because their job involves checking what others are doing,
Mm-hmm.
what everyone else are doing,
Everyone else
and
is then doing. Everyone else is
is
doing.
is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I joke. In this day, I have a problem with
The internal
internal
audit.
audit.
So you are the one who is in trouble. You
So I
are
want to
you
be
you
in
are
their
a
shoes.
problem for them. You are a problem for
Yes.
them, so you want to be in their shoes and you want to give
Yes,
them
because
trouble.
I think that is
It's
easier
it's
to
easier.
it's easier to check the what the other
What others are doing. Uh-huh.
are doing
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing something.
Yes,
So
I agree. I agree with that. So you would say that the only job internal auditors have is making life difficult for their colleagues. That's what they do. A big L in the chat for internal auditors, guys. Big L's.
No, no, it's not
Boo.
right.
We don't like
It's not
them.
right.
Big
No, no.
L's.
For the well of the company,
For
they have
the good of
to
the company.
the good of the company. They have
Mhm.
to do a lot of controls.
Mm, I don't know. I mean, obviously there is a purpose to them, but I'm not a big fan of auditors. They should let people live their lives freely and just have fun and let the company grow naturally, not try to impose constraints on every step. So, an internal auditor, is that your real answer?
Yes, maybe I I'd like to spend also day like CEO,
As a
but
CEO, as a
as a
CEO,
CEO, but it's not.
only a day.
Yes, not now.
But not for forever. Like you don't want to climb all the way in the hierarchy. You would like to
No.
okay. Would you like to progress in the hierarchy? Obtain a higher role?
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm not so bad in the
Hierarchy.
hierarchy.
Hmm.
But now I'm okay. I don't know. In the future, maybe it's not my priority
Not
now.
your priority right now, so who knows what's gonna happen. But you wouldn't want to climb all the way to the position of the CEO.
Uh, can you repeat,
Uh-huh.
please?
So you wouldn't want to climb,
Mm.
you know the word climb, like a
Yes,
mountain,
yes, yes.
climb all the way up to the position of the CEO of your company. So reach the top.
No.
No?
Now there is my
Hmm.
I me after my boss and
Hmm.
after the CEO.
So just could you repeat again? There's you
Mhm.
and who else?
After my boss,
Uh-huh. Who comes after your boss?
the CEO.
So basically you are on the third level. It's you, your boss, and then the CEO. if I
Yes.
understood correctly.
Me
Wow.
and other a lot of other colleagues
Okay, so
yeah.
obviously the further
Yeah.
down you go, there are going to be multiple people on the same level, but that's how the
Yes.
pyramid works. But you are still very highly ranked. So guys, what can I say? Consider yourselves lucky to have a high ranking person from venture capital industry coming over.
No, but
This is this is a
our
serious, I can't call it a podcast, but it's a serious English lesson.
no, but our hierarchy
Mm-hmm.
is not so
Hierarchy.
hierarchy is
Mm-hmm.
not so high.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have that many levels.
No.
Okay, got it. We have a question. How to say can and can't? Well, I've just said it. Uh, Obviously, there are many ways to say that. I can't say this is the only correct way. When it comes to pronunciation, you have to make sure it matches one of the standard dialects, whether it's the standard American dialect or the uh, received pronunciation, or frankly, any other widespread British accent. It doesn't matter. So I will pronounce can as can. So you have this vowel which is a very relaxed vowel, can. And obviously, on the other hand, we have can't. But that is the American pronunciation. If you go to the UK, you won't hear people say can or can't. They're going to say con, and can't. So
Oh,
it really depends on which dialect you choose to go for and which dialect is more comfortable for you. Is it more comfortable to say can't or can't for you, Sarah?
can.
Can. Okay. I think that was the correct answer. Good job. I'm not a fan of the British English. I can't stand it. What sounds better, car or ka?
Car.
Of course. There needs to be that R at the end. We like the eroticism in English. We don't like the soft R's those Brits have. What about the Italian dialects, Sarah? How many different dialects do you have?
Every region
Oh, really? Every region has its
has
own
one.
dialect.
Yes.
And which is the best?
No, I don't know. I like the Fiorentino,
Mm-hmm.
the region of Firenze,
Mm-hmm. Florence in English.
Florence,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It's just different from different
Mm-hmm.
way. Yes, I don't know.
Different way of speaking. Okay.
Yes.
Here in Serbia, everybody likes the way people from Montenegro speak, because Montenegrin is essentially just a dialect of the Serbian language. However, my dialect, which is from the southeast of Serbia, it is considered to be the funny one. So we
Okay.
are often found in parodies, unfortunately. We are the rednecks of Serbia, so I'm not happy about it, but what can I do? People form their own opinions. So that's about it for today. Sarah, do you have any final questions for me?
No,
Folks in the
no
chat, do
question.
you have any final questions? Thanks for your help. You're most welcome. Please come again, ask many similar questions. We would be happy to answer them together. If you guys in the chat have any final questions for Sarah or me or about this lesson, we'll be happy to answer them. So, your second time is over, Sarah. Are you looking forward to coming again for the third time?
Yes, why not?
Why not?
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
That's what we want to hear. We want to
I
see.
like, yes.
I like this, right? You like
Mhm.
this. It is useful, right? It is useful.
Yes.
You can try to practice in front of other people, and that is really challenging, but it is at the same time incredibly helpful, because when you practice with the same person over and over again, You get used to that, but when you have to use English in the real life in front of strangers, you suddenly freeze. So that's why this
Yes.
is good. You have people watching, and that adds some pressure. Nice class. Congrats, Sarah. Nice job today, Sarah. You're getting
Thank
a
you.
lot of praise, which is well deserved. I can give you a round of applause for the end. So, folks, come again tomorrow. We're going to have Baruch. And then on Sunday, I was thinking of basically just watching the World Cup final. What do you think about that idea, Sarah?
Yes, I like.
I like it.
I like it.
So, are you
Yes.
gonna come and watch with me and all the other people?
Mm, yes.
Why not? And who do you think is gonna win?
Spain.
Spain, of course. We are all supporting Spain. If anybody supports Argentina, I mean, you are welcome to join, but expect us to cheer on the Spaniards. We will see, though. We will see. Guys, until tomorrow at 9, I wish all the Europeans a good night and all the people in the Americas a good afternoon. See you soon. Bye bye.